It's he's a lot trickier than Wookiees were kind of I enjoyed drawing the Wookiees. The R2, it was tricky and trying to work out how does his third leg fit in that little hole, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It was still fun, but I was surprised at how long it took me to actually draw him. We did a convention at the weekend called Thought Bubble. Have you heard of that in Leeds? It's a big comic convention called Thought Bubble.
Yes, you have heard of it. Yes,
it's one of the best ones in the country, and we were there this weekend. It's the first kind of public signing we've done for the book. I went with Chronicle, and it's a great comics festival, and little kids are saying, "Will you draw me an R2D2?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure." And actually, it's really nerve-wracking trying to draw R2D2 from your head in front of a child, because they know when the buttons are wrong. You can't just kind of go, "Yeah, that'll do." So all these little 8-year-olds looking at me as I get, he's slightly got that one wrong, and oops, that one should be there.
Yeah, crumple it up in a ball. I don't want that, Mommy.
It looks like some kind of Hong Kong bootleg. After about half an hour, I was like, "Would you like a Wookiee instead?" They're a little quicker to draw.
See, this has always fascinated me, especially when it comes to artists who have to draw characters who have obviously been established before and characters who've been played by well-known actors. So, this is very interesting for me. Whenever you are given this task of having to draw established Star Wars characters, how do you approach that? Do you go for the caricature approach? Do you try to make it look as close to the character as possible? Like, how much of it is your own?
Well, it's weird. I joked to somebody that I think the world actually looks like my drawings. I'm drawing from life. It just no one else sees it in my work.
Right.
No, when it's somebody like Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's a really iconic actor. Han Solo's a really iconic character. He's trying to capture. It's sort of a caricature, but to me, it's trying to. Indiana Jones and Han Solo, you draw them both differently, if that makes sense. They're two different characters, so it's trying to get some of that kind of mood. Han Solo's a lot cockier than Indiana Jones, so
it would be about conveying the attitude.
Trying to get some of the attitude into the drawing, if that makes sense. If you draw Harrison Ford just straight, he kind of just looks like he could be somebody's carpenter. He doesn't look particularly like a film star. He's got a screen charisma that if I can get any of that into the drawing, I'm really pleased. I don't know if I'll pull it off or not, but it's trying to get that kind of magic element that Han Solo's got, that people love, trying to get that into the character. So a lot of it's just, you're just redrawing them until it looks...
Yeah, the essence.
Until I get the look. If it feels Star Wars, that one feels Star Wars, and then that's the drawing I kind of go with. Mm-hmm. Which makes me sound a bit mental, doesn't it? That's not...
Which, even more alarming, we know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wear the tinfoil hats too.
Yes, we do. Right now, Jake, just moving away from Star Wars, you also have a graphic novel, Hellraisers, coming out soon. Tell us.
It's already out. It's been out. It came out in America this spring, but that came out last year actually. But we can tell everybody it's about to come out, and they'll think it's a new book. So that kind of works. Just edit that.
Shoot the researcher.
I did the graphic novel at the same time I was doing How to Speak Wookiee, and it couldn't be more opposite. It's a very adult book, and it's the life story of Richard Burton, Oliver Reed, Richard Harris, and Peter O'Toole. So it's basically a collection of the kind of best drinking stories, the golden age of Hollywood, and it's got everybody in it: Michael Caine and Lee Marvin and Sam Peckinpah. Everybody that kind of got leathered is in the book. So I was doing that at the same time I was doing How to Speak Wookiee, which was pretty schizophrenic, really. You couldn't get two more varied projects. And at one point, they kind of started to bleed into each other. The Wookiee started looking a little bit drunk, and I was like, right, I have to ditch these pages. There was a bit of a crossover.
It's Richard Burton as a Wookiee, I want to say.
Yeah. I believe there's a word for that.
No, there is one of those in my studio somewhere. There wasn't. Oh, you've got the book with you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've
been sitting playing with it all night, yeah.
Do you want to have an R2 off? Mine fights yours. Do you know what? I told all my friends' kids that I'd done the Wookiee noises, and they kind of believed me. They're only little, like 6 and 7. So one of them seriously asked me, Did you make the noises? And I went, oh yeah. And he totally thinks I've recorded the voices as well. I can't do that with the R2-D2 book. Have you ever tried making an R2-D2 sound?
Yeah,
It
didn't end well.
Nah. It didn't work. So
You preempted one of my questions, because I found a bio of you online today that said that you could speak fluent Wookiee, but you could only order sort of drinks and stuff as an R2 unit.
yeah, that's all you need, isn't it? That's really all you need. Go to a foreign country. Can you order drinks? Where is the hotel? That's.
Yeah.
I think trying to get a Guinness is.
Well, that wasn't bad.
It's not bad.
I've been practicing that one.
See, what I would do is I would actually remove the little electronic section from the corner of the book and just stick that in my pocket or whatever. And then if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, look, can you speak droid?" Because I have people that come up to me a lot and say that in my life. I go, "Yeah, sure," and I just mimic my mouth moving as I press one of the buttons, just sneakily in my pocket.
Yeah, mime. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now, Jake,
I haven't pulling the book apart yet. Do you think you can actually get the R2 off it? I've not.
Can you?
I've tried.
don't wreck my book.
Because I try and damage my own copy of the book.
I think you can, but it involves ripping, so I'm going to avoid that.
Just please don't wreck my book.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to wreck your book.
Yes, it's been a traumatic enough night tonight speaking about the death of Brian. Don't rip up my book.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. All right.
That's a standing knife too.
There we go.
Now, Jake,
R2 agrees.
I appreciate that you're very, very busy, and we do appreciate you coming on the show. If anyone out there wants to check out your art or pick up a copy of your books, is there a central hub? Is there a best place to get you online for that kind of thing?
I've got a couple of websites which I never update. I really need to get my backside in gear and update them. So the best place is Twitter. I'm on Twitter as @JakeDetonator, which is the name of our studio. Any kind of updates and stuff are on there until I get the website kind of changed. And if you want to see the Star Wars stuff, Jake Star Wars is the site I've got that's got any Star Wars news on it.
Okay.
Twitter's kind of where I'm kind of updating anything at the moment. It's a bit faster than trying to hack into a website that I don't understand.
Okay. And to pick up,
I'm not very techie.
Oh, don't worry, I know how you feel. To pick up a copy of the book, just Amazon, or obviously, I'm sure the books are in sort of W.H. Smith and Easton's and places like that as well. Yeah.
The Wookiee books seem to be everywhere. So, like in the UK, it was in Waterstones. I know Urban Outfitters seem to sell a lot of them. I think it's like the sort of point of sale kind of Christmas book for hipster girlfriends to buy for their boyfriends. So I'm happy about that. So there used to be a lot of them in Urban Outfitters. I think most places, Smith's, Waterstones, and I know Chronicle's site at the moment have got some discount, some holiday discount, and I think there's about 20% off on the Chronicle site. I'm trying to think where else. All leading bookstores, isn't that what they say?
Yes, all leading bookstores.
Available now from all leading bookstores.
Yeah, no one touched me with it. I know I'm definitely Waterstones and Forbidden Planet have got a good deal on it as well.
Okay.
Forbidden Planet, Seven Outfitters and Waterstones, I think.
Excellent. Well, listen, Jake, we've had, I've never said this before, we've had a lot of fun with that book.
What about this?
Oh, we've had so much fun.
We've had so much fun with that book. And we will continue to have. I'm sure R2 will pop up at some point later on in the show.
He never goes away, let's be honest. Always present. Good old R2.
But listen, Jake, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really do. We love your art, and we hope we'll be watching your stuff coming out in the future. Have you any more projects just coming up on the immediate horizon?
Not that I know of. I've got a couple of books that I'm about to pitch, so I'm not sure which one will happen. So I can't really say anything about them yet because they might get turned down. So I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know whenever something kind of pops up. But thank you very much for having me.
No, it was our pleasure.
I haven't got anything to show off about in the next kind of couple of weeks.
Well, as soon as you do drop us a line...
It's the lead up to Christmas. That's it. It all slows down.
That's the quiet time. Listen, as soon as you do drop us a line, and we'll get it on the site, and we'll have you back on the show in the future as well. And keep up the good work, because as I said, we are big fans here at FTN.
Thank you very much. That's really kind of you. It was lovely talking to you. I'll go and check out Brian dying a violent death.
Yes, please do, and sit down, because it's traumatic stuff.
It's harrowing.
Is it going to traumatise me ready for bed? Is it that kind of?
It'll keep you awake all night.
Yeah, there could be tears. There'll be tears before bedtime.
Okay, maybe I'll wait till morning.
Yeah.
That'll do. Jake, listen, take care, sir, and thank you very much for coming on the show.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And as they say in the old country. which is droid for "Where is the swimming pool?"
And that's droid for see you later.
I thought it was "Where's the information board?" but whatever.
Jake, thank you. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you like with that book?
That is, I would like a single room. Hang on. Yeah, I would like a single room with a shower. So yeah.
Okay, that was Jake Steele, the artist behind the How to Speak Droid book, which is a lot of fun, and the Wookiee book, How to Speak Wookiee, is a lot of fun as well. And
Indeed
I think I
it is.
will be checking out Hellraisers.
Yes, definitely.
Because a big fan of that whole period of movie stars and stuff
getting absolutely
wrecked.
trolleyed.
Yes. Okay, this is Shine 102.4 FM, and you are following the nerd. I'm Marc.
I'm Saxon.
Hello, I'm Sylvester McCoy, and I'm following the nerd.
This is Paul McGann, Doctor Who number 8, and I'm following the nerd.
Was wetter than a cup of tea.
Oh, yes, DOD. Right.
It's just DOD.
Right, okay. So thank you very much to Jake to coming on and to talk to us about his latest work.
Indeed.
Right, okay. What else were we going to talk about? Arrow. Are you still watching Arrow?
Yeah, I'm halfway through series 1 and I'm just there.
What?
Yeah, I'm not progressing.
What?
Yeah, I don't have the time.
Do you know the way it's really good? Season 2 is even better.
Really?
It's so good.
I've heard a lot of good things.
It's amazeballs.
Totes amazeballs.
Totes amazeballs.
Bro.
It's nonsense. It's crap and it's awful, but it's so good.
Yes, but it's enjoyable.
Oh,
it's like
so
fast
enjoyable.
food.
So enjoyable.
Yeah,
so enjoyable.
It's bad for you in so many ways, but you're addicted to it. You can't stop.
Yeah, did you see the producer of Arrow said during the week that that Arrow won't be part of the DC universe, Marvel universe,
which is strange considering they're setting up so many characters in it. Like the Flash, for instance.
But I know, as crazy as this sounds, it's not realistic enough. Do you know
it
what
is.
I mean?
It is daft.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Superman, Man of Steel, they did try to make it
more
feel
grounded.
real.
Yeah,
Arrow is nonsense. People don't talk like that. People don't act like that. People don't go on like that.
Because it's essentially like a cheesy 90s American daytime soap just with superheroes in it, isn't it?
It's EastEnders with capes and bow and arrows.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I would watch that.
I do watch that. It's called Arrow.
It's called Arrow. Okay, so it's Solomon Grundy. Is a big sort of zombie character.
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. He is
filthy beggar.
It looks like he may pop up in Arrow.
Right. Which I'm confused. How are they going to do that?
Well, I don't know. They're going to introduce him as he is. I can't. His name escapes me offhand at the minute. But the character that he is before he becomes Solomon Grundy is in Arrow in the 9th episode, I think, of season 2.
Right.
And he pops up in that episode just as a person. But it's universe building again. With Arrow. Now, I don't know if you have been... Well, obviously you haven't, but I don't know if you've been following what's been going on. Ra's al Ghul is now a character in Arrow.
Has he been in it?
He has not been in it.
But he's been mentioned in it.
The League of...
Shadows.
It's called League of Assassins, I think, in Arrow, but it's the same thing.
Right, okay.
And there was a character in it, Black Canary, and this guy came after her. He said to her, you cannot run from Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
And it has already aired. But it has already aired. It's Malcolm. Do you remember... John Barrowman's character?
Yes.
Yes, him.
You think he's Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah. Can I spoil? Can I talk? I know you haven't seen it. I hate doing this. Can we talk about it a wee bit? And it's going to spoil sort of the end of season 1.
Okay, go on.
Can we?
Yeah.
You know he's the bad guy. You know he's the villain
of
season 1, right? And he dies at the end of season 1.
Right.
But he's back in season 2, or about a third of the way through season 2, and he's back. I think we're 7 episodes in.
Right.
And he just appeared again.
So how does that work?
He just didn't die. He said, "Oh, I learned to make death an illusion. I'm not really dead."
So he is Ra's al Ghul then?
Yes, but you see, here's what I was thinking, right? If you think about what he did to the Glades, you haven't seen this, right? Okay, he has created this super weapon to destroy basically the poor people of Starling City, right? To destroy this rundown part of Starling City,
right?
Starling City, which is exactly the same as what Ra's al Ghul did in Batman Begins.
Yes,
he destroyed the Narrows.
Yeah,
in Arrow, it's the Glades, and I think he's Ra's al Ghul.
Right, okay.
I think John Barrowman is Ra's al Ghul.
John Barrowman is Ra's al Ghul. That's a hell of a performance.
A camp Ra's al Ghul, like.
I mean, like, he doesn't really hold much to Liam Neeson, like, does he?
I think that's what they're going to do. I think he's going to be Ra's al Ghul.
Oh dear.
Because think about it, he's this big, powerful businessman, and he He's just cheated death. He died at the end of the theory. He's come back.
Yeah.
His plan for starting SETI was the same